All right, back again for another night of unusual knowledge. The nightly reading by yours truly, Donnie. We left off, a cinematic classic is born. Although scores of intellectuals and artists who fled Nazi Europe abandoned their artistic talents during their exile, the United States, other proposed and through the efforts changed the course of American cinema. Nowhere is this more apparent than in the classic Warner Brothers film, Casablanca, 1942. Through much of the film's storyline and settings are fictional. For example, there weren't any Nazis in Casablanca during World War II. The rump story of Europeans seeking refuge in American features a cast and crew largely compressed of refugees from Hitler's Europe. In fact, 11 of the 14 names that appear in the film's opening credits are European. The film director's Michael Curtis had left his native Hungary before the rise of Hitler, and his cinema were still deeply rooted in Vietnamese cinema, where he first made his mark. Technical advisor Robert Esner had fled France using the same route outlined in the film's opening narrative. A few of the film stars, Contrevet, Peter Lorre, and Paul Henreid, as well as many of the bit players, had also fled the Nazis. Vet, who played the villainous Nazi Major Streiser, was a German refugee who had already garnered critical attention by playing menacing Nazis in other films. Indeed, the vehemently anti-Nazi Vet reportedly agreed to play Nazi characters only if they were thoroughly disdainable. The Hungarian Lorre, who played the short-lived Ogre in the film, was a refugee from us and had starred a fellow refugee, Fritz Lang's M, which had been filmed while both were still in Germany. After narrowly escaping occupied France, Lorre moved to Hollywood, where he had Humphrey Bogart become friends and worked together on the Melty Falcon, before being cast in Casablanca. Austrian-born Paul Henreid, who played the French resistance leader Victor Laszlo, was a real-life refugee from Nazi and was extremely critical of the film's numerous plot flaws. For example, why would a man who wanted to remain unnoticed trot around in the all-white suit? Other refugees from Hitler's Europe who acted in Casablanca include Curtis Boyes, who played a pick, Marcel Dello, cast as a groupier, Helmut Dantain, who played a desperate husband trying to win enough money to purchase freedom for himself and his refugee wife, and S.Z. Cuddles Sackle, who played the lovable, loose Jolad Headweeder. Carl of these actors and numerous extras, technicians, and crew of European extractions link Casablanca the credibility that has made it one of the most beloved films in movie history. In 1933, German director Fritz Lang was summoned to the office of Nazi propaganda ministry Joseph Goebbels, who said that Hitler wanted him to be Germany's official film director. Lang agreed to Goebbels' proposal as soon as he left. Lang prepared to help leave the country. Behind the films of our times, next time.